Against Waller, and Mangold, a little bunt right side. She beats it out, the infield hit for the first hit of the game for Caitlin Mangold. As the Hawks trying to get something going early here. Yankovic squares the bunt, pulls back, and thrown out at second base. Mangold, what a throw by the catcher Flanagan there. As Grace Flanagan, talented young athlete for North Lynn, talented basketball player for Coach Brian Wheatley and the Lynx in the basketball season, and she gets her team a defensive out here on the 2-6 caught stealing for one down. Yankovic standing back in with a 1-1 count as we started right at 2 o'clock this afternoon, 15 minutes ahead of schedule. That's been the main theme here around the Diamonds, as every Diamond is ahead of schedule here because of games going quick. We've had a few 10-run games as well. A couple of those have kept us ahead. A ball up and out there to Yankovic. It's 2-2, and the ball up and in now to Yankovic. And the count is full, 3-2. Elsewhere, Linmar beat Williamsburg 11-1 in 5 innings. It was Independence getting past Edco 6-2. Lansing Key, no troubles with Cedar Rapids, Washington. Slow grounder right side by Yankovic. And the first baseman came up, Doyle. She flips to Woods, the second baseman covering, and it goes as a 3-4 ground out to the first baseman for out number 2. Brings up Malia Georgian now. As Georgian had one hit, scored, her runner scored twice in that game number 1 victory earlier today over Dubuque Waller. The Hawks, number 11 team in Class 3A, 18-7 here. Low and inside. Other scores, Beckman beat Maquoketa Valley 6-1. It was Starmont over Crestwood 7-2. Cascade away over East Buchanan 5-0. There's a ground ball, sharply hit in the hole, bouncing into left field. 2-out single off the bat on the way of Georgian. Brings up Macy Kleitch now. It's Kleitch, winning pitcher in game number 1. Hit and scored in that 4-run 5th inning in the first contest. Whatever is on to run at first base, the courtesy runner, as she usually is, for Georgian, the catcher. The umpires here, Dean Burr of Reedland and Al Hermson of Manchester for this 2 o'clock matchup. Northland and West Delaware. Lynx were 30-11 last year, one of the best records in program history. Were beaten the second round by Maquoketa Valley 3-0 in North Lynn a year ago. And there's a ball, a strike call in the outside corner, I should say, 0-1 to count. This one swung on and missed. Snap, throw down, getting back in safely is Wetterer there at first base. Head coach Amy Batista, and her 3rd season at the helm for North Lynn. Back in and ready is Macy Kleitch. Takes the ball, goes off the catcher's mitt all the way to the fence. And the count is 2-2 as Wetterer will go to second easily there. On the pass ball as Kleitch will stand back in. 2 down, runner on second here in the top of the first inning. This one is a little popper left side. That's going to be runner interference, colliding with the shortstop, trying to come out and make the play. And no one complained about that one. That was obvious. Wetterer had to let the fielder come, and she tripped her up, made contact, not allowing the fielder to get there, and it goes for out number 3. The bottom of the first we go. No score. Hawk softball, KMCH Sports.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational brought to you by Wapsie Valley Creamery, Independence, Partners in Excellence. Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Delaware and Dubuque counties. Crop Production Services in Winthrop, your chemical, fertilizer, feed, seed, and agronomy experts. American Family Insurance, Cat Mormon Agency. Go get your dream, they'll protect it. And the City of Manchester, proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaches and wishing them the best in tournament action.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
The victory is yours at Victory Ford.
Hey, this is James Halverson, Service Manager at Victory Ford in Dyersville. Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape. And our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Delhi Insurance Agency. From business to home and everything in between, see Larry, Christie, or Sue today. Ponycat Murdoch Funeral Home and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home, proud to sponsor all area athletes. Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville, put their team to work for you. Edgewood Feed Mill, your animal and nutrition experts in Edgewood. And Pete's Ball Engine Repair, your small engine experts in Monticello.
Along with in-studio producer, afternoon man of KMCH Radio, Rob Edwards, John Swisher, Jamie Vansky back with you here from the Beckman Complex. There's a bunt left side off the bat of Caitlin Sommerfeld, the leadoff hitter for North Lynn. Lindauer comes on, makes the play. 5-3 put out for out number one, brings up Hannah Bridgewater down. For the Hawks defensively, Vansky, Mangold, and Martin, regular outfield left to right. Lindauer, Dimmer, Yankovic, and Dimmer around the horn. It's George and the catcher, and Macy Kleitch inside the circle for the Hawks here. Looking for their 19th win, 18-7 after the win earlier today. There's a bouncing ball off the butt. Yankovic trying to get that left foot on the bag, and she's able to at the last second. The throw kind of pulled her off from Macy Kleitch as the 1-3 put out for out number two. Abby Flanagan, the designated player. Abby and Grace, the twins. Grace, the catcher, made a nice throw to cut down Mangold stealing in the first inning. Abby stands in. She's the designated player, hitting for the first baseman, Paige Doyle. A strike taken on the outside corner there. 1-1 the count. Here's a ground ball. Right side, second baseman, up and over. Yankovic, 4-3, put out quick. Bottom of the first. For out number three, there we go. The second Hawk softball from KMCH Sports.
iVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, ivetinc.com.
Whether it's wiring, security, phone systems, fire detection, or home entertainment, Price Electric and High Tech Communications are here to make your life easier. Find out more at priceelectric.us or hightechcommunications.us. Price Electric and High Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Wapsie Valley Creamery, Independence, Partners in Excellence. Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Delaware and Dubuque counties. Crop Production Services in Winthrop, your chemical, fertilizer, feed, seed, and agronomy experts. American Family Insurance, Cat Mormon Agency. Go get your dream, they'll protect it. And the City of Manchester, proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaches and wishing them the best in tournament action.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
At Telke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentives at TelkeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Telke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
And back into the Beckman Complex. Kyra Vansky grounds out to the third baseman to start this top of the second inning. 5-3 put out for out number 1. Peyton Lindauer will stand in now, as Peyton game 1 earlier today. And the RBI hit in the 4-run fifth, struck out, reached on air, and popped out as well earlier today in that Dubuque-Waller game. And there is a hit batter as Lindauer will take her place at first, hit by a pitch for the third run of the game for the Hawks. Claire Dimmer will stand in now, as Dimmer in game 1 today reached on an error and scored in that 2-run 7th inning. And those 2 runs came in important there in that 7th inning, as 5 runs scored by Dubuque-Waller in the bottom of the 7th in that game earlier today, or it would have been a tie 7-7 ball game, but 9-7 the Hawks with the win. Here's a slow bouncer, left side, little flip toss to second on the force out there off the bat of Claire Dimmer. Lindauer forced out of the 6-4 put out for out number 2, as Dimmer's on the fielder's choice to the shortstop, and it brings up Taya Dimmer now. Allie Martin batting 9th. She's on deck. And this is a strike on the outside corner. Strike 1, 0-1 the count. As Martin on deck, Dimmer is standing in there. And some a baseball game over. There's a sophomore doubleheader going on. Central DeWitt won the first game over West Delaware's sophomores. This one's a grounder right side. Second baseman there, firing the first for the 4-3 put out. We're rolling along here. To the bottom of the 2nd we go. No score. West Delaware softball from KMCH Sports.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Delhi Insurance Agency. From business to home and everything in between, see Larry Christie or Sue today. Ponycat Murdoch Funeral Home and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home, proud to sponsor all area athletes. Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville, put their team to work for you. Edgewood Feed Mill, your animal and nutrition experts in Edgewood. And Pete's Small Engine Repair, your small engine experts in Monticello.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
For more than 80 years, GMB has lived its mission to help customers achieve their financial dreams. Supporting the communities where you live, work, and play is important to us because that's where we live too. It's where we provide great service, sound advice, and solutions to meet your financial needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Wapsie Valley Creamery, Independence, Partners in Excellence. Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Delaware and Dubuque counties. Crop Production Services in Winthrop, your chemical, fertilizer, feed, seed, and agronomy experts. American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon Agency. Go get your dream, they'll protect it. And the City of Manchester, proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaches and wishing them the best in tournament action.
Bouncing ball up the middle, nice backhanded stop by Yankovic and throw to first, but not in time as Grace Flanagan, the catcher, hustling down the line. She beats it out. And the infield hit there, first hit of the game for North Linn off of Macy Kleich. As Coach Amy Batista, the third-year head coach of North Linn, a record of 57 and 41. And number 8 is the courtesy runner here, Olivia Roush. Roush, the courtesy runner at first base. John Swisher, Jamie Vasquez, glad to have you along here. 2 o'clock start in this game. We're at the bottom of the 2nd inning. Runner goes and sliding in safely. And it's going to be the courtesy runner Roush out there at second base. Maddie Woods is the batter, and she took a strike, 0-1 the count. Back in and ready, Woods. Going bunt, pulls back, takes the ball up and out. Ball 1, we're even 1 ball. And one strike here. Swatted out left side. Dimmer going to the third base side of the diamond there. She had to come back and get it after the runner went by her. Throwing the first, not in time. Another infield hit here for North Linn as they threaten here. The second runner's on first and third now.
And really, North Linn not hitting the ball hard, just hitting it in the right spots right now for the Hawks. You know, that first one up the middle by Grace Flanagan. Nice play by Yankovic, but too much speed by Flanagan. And same thing there with Maddie Woods, you know, just hitting it in the right place at the right time.
And there is fielder's indifference. Woods going into second. The ball scattered out of play right side. 0-2 the count. Here to Natalie Galley, sixth batter. Another ball up and out. Going to the count here to Gallery. Runners on, second and third. Here is strike three on the inside corner. Trying to hold up the swing. I think the pitch was called on that inside corner. As the looking K there for out number one brings up Sienna Hancock now, the right fielder for North Linn. Nice job by Kleitz to come back and get an out. Much needed out here with runners on second and third. A pitch outside there for a ball. Other games going on. Wallert and North Fayette Valley has
lost the scoreboard over there.
They did. Dubuque Wallert is winning 3-1.
It was 4-1.
4-1, thank you. 1-1, and back behind us, Williamsburg was up on Edco 4-0. There is a ball outside, 2-1 the count. With runners on second and third.
5-0 over there. Williamsburg leads now.
5-0. Hancock takes a strike. 2-2 the count with one down. Brooks' shot is on deck. Thank you. And there is a swing and a miss with a strikeout. Second strikeout, out number two. As Brooks' shot will stand in now. So two down. Good job by Macy coming back and taking care of business herself here, getting two much-needed outs. And on the strikeouts, there's a strike. She starts getting ahead is also important.
Well, it is, and you know now that you ever since they got the runner on third and now second, third, you know now it's kind of crunch time. So you got to really try to shut it down here.
And chopper over the head of Dimmer, a high bouncer into right field. That will play 2 runs for North Linn. They take the lead. 2-0 here in the bottom of inning number 2. Couldn't have tossed that ball any better. Just a high bouncer over the head of Dimmer at first base, just inside the bag and the line. Down the line, Martin got to it, but not before the 2 runs were able to score.
And those 2 runners moving on contact, too. So real easy for this runner at second out there to come around to score as she was going on contact. Like you said, placed it perfectly down that first baseline side.
And it brings up the number 9 batter, Manny Stepanek now. Stepanek fouls this one back to the fence after taking a ball. 1-1 is the count. Final game of the day for West Delaware softball. For you Hawk fans, West Delaware baseball in action tonight. Right side, Yankovic over. And up with it to Dimmer for the 4-3 ground up. And North Linn strikes for 2 runs. And they take a 2-0 lead in the third. Hawk softball from KMCH Sports.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Delhi Insurance Agency. From business to home and everything in between, see Larry, Christie, or Sue today. Bonacat Murdoch Funeral Home and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home, proud to sponsor all area athletes. Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville, put their team to work for you. Edgewood Feed Mill, your animal and nutrition experts in Edgewood. And Pete's Ball Engine Repair, your small engine experts in Monticello.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Back into the Beckman Sports Complex. North Linn leading West Delaware 2-0 here in the second round of this West Delaware Hawks Softball Invitational. 9-1-2 due up here for the Hawks. Allie Martin watches a ball go by. It's 1-0 on Allie. And the next pitch to her swung on, hit sharply to the left side, right through the third baseman. And Martin on her way to second as it gets by the left fielder. So Allie Martin with a leadoff single, as on that play, that ball got past the left fielder. So an error on the left fielder puts Martin at second base. Nobody out, and that's going to go back to the top of the lineup. And Caitlin Mangold due up here for the Hawks. As Mangold, 1 for 1 in this game, as she reached safely her first time up and then was caught trying to steal second base. Nice throw by Grace Flanagan. The first pitch to Mangold is taken high for a ball. 1-0 the count. And the Hawks senior center fielder. Again, Hawks trailing 2-0 after a 2-spot put up by North Linn in the bottom of inning number 2. The Hawks looking to get back into it here as Mangold watches this one go by, and that's a wild pitch. And on the wild pitch, Martin will move up to third base. So runner at third now, just 60 feet away for the Hawks. And Mangold with a 2-0 count. Mangold can get on here once again. She reached first safely on a hit her first time up. She watches this one high and in, ball 3, 3-0 the count on Caitlin Mangold.
I misspoke earlier. Edco is leading over Williamsburg 5-0. In the fourth inning, the Vikings over Williamsburg 5-0. Waller is beating North Fayette Valley 4-1, third inning there.
3-1 is taken outside for a ball. Or for a strike, called strike. So 3-1. The count on Mangold. She hits this one, chops it foul, attempting to slap at that one, and now the count is full 3-2 as Heidi Yankovic waits on deck. She's 0 for 1 in this ball game. As Mangold digs back in and awaits the 3-2. Chopped foul once again, and we'll do it again. She reached on a hit, went to second on an error by the left fielder. And Martin is on third after a wild pitch, and Mangold awaiting the 3-2 count. Swung on, hit out in the air, left field, over the left fielder, Brooke Stott's head, and Mangold can run for days here. She's at second. Martin is in, and she's going to stop at second as the center fielder, Bridgewater, comes over to cut this one off, and Mangold is held to an RBI double. So the Hawks 2-1 now in favor of North Linn.
Nice job by Mangold. The dangers of playing in like shots. She was almost on the infield dirt there. Not able to pop that one up, go opposite field.
Yankovic bunts this one right side, picked up by the first baseman, and she throws, that was a second baseman, Woods, throws on to first for out number 1 on the 4-3 sacrifice by Heidi Yankovic. Mangold goes to third, and that'll bring up Malia Georgian, as Georgian singled out to left field her first time up. And a runner at third here, see if she can do it again and tie this ball game up. As again, Maddie Stepanek, the pitcher for North Linn here in this quarterfinal round game. And the first pitch to Georgian is taken for a called strike. 0-1 the count on Malia, Georgia, as we're in the top of inning number 3. Hawks trailing 2-1 in North Lynn with a 2 spot in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And the Hawks trying to fight back here with a runner at 3rd and 1 out. The 0-1 to Georgian. Inside, ball 1. The count is even, 1-1. Dubuque Wahlert leading over on the Coleman Corey's field, 4-1. That one's in the bottom of the 3rd inning as they're leading North Fayette Valley. As Georgian stands back in the right-handed batter's box, and the 1-1 is taken inside, ball 2, so 2-1 the count. And some good games coming up here yet this afternoon as Lansing Keyhi taking on Beckman and Starmont and Cascade, as well as Linmar and Independence. So some real good ball games coming your way here this afternoon. So as you're getting off of work here on this Friday afternoon, come on up to the Beckman Sports Complex and check out some great high school softball action here as Georgian takes another ball. It's 3-1 on her, with Macy Kleitch, waiting in the on-deck circle. As this one's fouled away, the count remains full. 3 now goes to full, 3-2.
Starmont with a nice win over Crestwood, 7-2. Coach Reed and company improved the record to 6-11 with that win earlier today as they will take on Cascade, who beat East Buchanan 5-0 earlier.
The 3-2 to Georgian, fouled away again. Almost having target practice at Coach Rave over there in that third base coach's box, but she's out of the way of that one. And Georgian get that ball back in, and she'll await the 3-2 once again. It's already some great action this morning in our contest. The West Delaware Dubuque Wahlert game, 9-7. Great ball game with Wahlert fighting back in that last inning. The 3-2's hit out in the air. That should drop, and it will, as the second run will come in for the Hawks as Mangold scores on an RBI single by Malia Georgian, and the Hawks have tied this game. It's 1, as Eve Wedewer, I believe, will take Georgian's spot out at first base, but an RBI single for Malia Georgian, and she's on for the second time here today and gets her first RBI, and there is Eve Wedewer to take her spot as Macy Kleitch comes to bat.
It's good to see her start hitting the ball hard and aggressively up there at the plate. She needs to do. The Luther College commit, a couple Luther College coaches here today.
Kleitch hits this one right back up the middle. It's scooped nicely by the second baseman Woods as she flips it with the glove to the shortstop for out number 2. A great play by Maddie Woods. And they tried to turn 2, but Kleitch is in there with the fielder's choice, and there's 2 away, runner at first, and Kyra Vasquez the batter. A courtesy runner for Macy Kleitch. That's going to be Megan Hofer running for the pitcher Kleitch. So Hofer at first now, Vasquez the batter. 0 for 1 in this game. She chopped a ball over to third baseman Natalie Gallery her first time up, so she's 0 for 1 as the umpire making the change with Megan Hofer running over at first base, and there are 2 away. Tied ball game here, 2-2. We're in the top of inning number 3. The Hawks have been the visiting team in both of these first 2 games as Vasquez awaits the first pitch from Maddie Stepanek. This one's outside for a ball, 1-0. Again, Abby Flanagan, the designated player in this game, was the Game 1 winner over on the Coleman Corey's field as they defeated North Fayette Valley by a score of 8-0 as Vasquez waits the 1-0. This one's chopped left side again as Gallery picks it up. She can't pick it up. It'll be an error on the third baseman Gallery. And Vasquez is aboard.
Almost took a funny spin there as just out of our sight, but it looked like she was coming one way and it just went off towards the foul line. It stayed a fair ball, and Vasquez on via the error.
And that's going to bring up Peyton Lindauer. She takes this first pitch inside for a ball. A snap throw down. Vasquez almost caught napping down there, but she gets back in. Not paying attention, going back to first base. And almost was picked off. The 1-0 to Lindauer is going to be taken for a called strike 1. 1-1 the count now on Peyton. Tied this ball game. 2-2 here in the third inning. with 2 runs in this third inning. The 1-1 is swung on a miss by Lindauer. The count is now 1-2. Again, 2 outs here as Lindauer was hit by a pitch her first time up, was stranded at first base as she awaits the 1-2. This one's outside, ball 2. The count is even 2-2. As runners out on first and second base. Hope for the runner at second. Vasky, the runner at first. Lindauer awaits the 2-2. Swung on, fouled out of play left side, and we'll do it again.
Coconut Valley with their loss. The Beckman will play around 4 o'clock. As we mentioned, the games fields are running ahead of schedule as of right now, depending on what happens in these games. They'll take on Cedar Rapids, Washington. A little before 4 o'clock, there's a pitch up and out for a ball there as the count now moves to 2 with 2 down. Runners on first and second.
And the runners will be going on the pitch here in the 3-2 to Lindauer. Swung on, pops in the air. Catcher comes over, makes the catch, does Grace Flanagan. And the Hawks are retired, but they do score 2. They tie it 2-2. We go to the bottom of the third. Listening to West Delaware Softball on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Softball Invitational brought to you by Wapsie Valley Creamery, Independence, Partners in Excellence. Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Delaware and Dubuque counties. Crop Production Services in Winthrop, your chemical, fertilizer, feed, seed, and agronomy experts. American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon Agency. Go get your dream, they'll protect it. And the City of Manchester, proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaches and wishing them the best in tournament action.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Delhi Insurance Agency. From business to home and everything in between, see Larry Christie or Sue today. Ponycat Murdoch Funeral Home and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home, proud to sponsor all area athletes. Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville, put their team to work for you. Edgewood Feed Mill, your animal and nutrition experts in Edgewood. And Pete's Ball Engine Repair, your small engine experts in Monticello.
Back into the Beckman Sports Complex, along with in-studio producer Rob Edwards, Jamie Vasky. John Swisher back with you. We go to the bottom of inning number 3 as top of the order due up for North Linn here in this bottom of the third. And Caitlin Sommerfeld takes this pitch for a called strike 1, except I believe missed a batter, as this is not Sommerfeld. This is the number 2 hitter, Hannah Bridgewater. We both have it. Are they batting out of order?
Boy, Stepanek was the last one up, right?
I believe so. As check that out, as I thought Stepanek was the last batter. Don't think we missed one there. I don't think we both
missed it. Ground out. After the hit, we would have been all messed up there with. Man.
So, either way, the 1-2 is fouled away, and the 1-2 with 2. Well, that's not the right count. This is the first batter, so not caught up on our scoreboard here. As this one is called strike 3. So for now,
who's coming in now?
This is going to be 18. So a strike 3 looking on Bridgewater, and that's going to bring up Abby Flanagan. The designated player here for game 2 is 0 for 1 in this game, grounded to second. Her first time up, the first pitch she sees is a called strike 1, 0-1 the count on Abby Flanagan as she digs back into the box and awaits the 0-1 from Macy Clyde. She's taken high for a ball, 1-1 the count.
In the 5th inning, Edco leading Williamsburg 5-0. They're in the 4th inning. Dubuque Walnut over North Fed Valley 6-1.
Chopped back up the middle right to Macy Clyde. She throws on to Taya Demmer. over to first base for out number 2, and that'll bring up Grace Flanagan. We missed an out, John, as that was the third out of the inning. So that first out must have happened very quickly. As that's the third out of the inning, we go to the fourth. Hawks and Lynx tied at 2. You're listening to Hawks Softball from KMCH Sports.
Our local sports teams build strong programs by mastering the fundamentals of the game. Our F&M Bank team has also built a strong foundation on mastering the fundamentals in banking, where a handshake goes a long way. You are provided clear-cut solutions to your financial questions, where you are greeted by name. This is the F&M Personal Touch. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus. The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Wapsie Valley Creamery, Independence, Partners in Excellence. Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Delaware and Dubuque counties. Crop Production Services in Winthrop, your chemical, fertilizer, feed, seed, and agronomy experts. American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon Agency. Go get your dream, they'll protect it. And the City of Manchester, proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaches and wishing them the best in tournament action.
John and Jamie back with you from the Beckman Complex. There's a ball scattered into right center field. Nice catch by the center fielder, avoiding her right fielder. As hauling that one in is Bridgewater in right center for the flyout off the bat of the Hawks, Claire Dimmer.
Maybe that's what happened at the start of the bottom of the last inning. There was a quick out somewhere.
How that happened. They're both very focused on the task at hand. Apparently not as
clearly.
As there's a ball rolling inside to, after Claire Dimmer flat out to center to start this top of the fourth inning already. This game is 37 minutes old. We've played 3 innings. This ball's up and out of play right side. As the Hawks with North Lynn here, tied at 2. Tia Dimmer ready, the 2-1 outside. On the count, long time. Softball coach Marv Porter, the assistant coach, back helping North Lynn again this year. Marv, a Manchester native. His brother Don, a longtime resident around Manchester. Long-time employee at the Manchester Sale Barn. There is a ball scattered into left center field by Tia Dimmer. She gets her first hit of game 2. Hit of the day, had 2 in game 1, including 3 RBIs in that first game over Dubuque Waller. Today, Allie Martin stands in now.
As we're going to have a pitching change, I believe Abby Flanagan is going to be brought on to pitch. We'll have to get the changes here as he brings out a different glove. I believe it's for Maddie Stepanek. I believe she may move over and play first base.
We'll keep it right here, recap the bracket, and take a look at what's coming up for the rest of the day number 1 of the 2017 Hawks Softball Invite. Our next air game will be around 5:30 now because of unlikely. It's slated for 5:45, somewhere around that time there, as Beckman will take on Lansing. Key will also keep an eye on and Cascade in that 5:45 matchup as well. As coming up at 4 o'clock, it'll be Maquoketa Valley against Cedar Rapids, Washington. So Wildcats fell to Beckman 6-1 earlier today. Lansing Key beat CR Wash, as Crestwood will play at 4 o'clock as well. As only one team without a win in this tournament coming in the season. Cedar Rapids, Washington is 0-18. The best record in the tournament now is Beckman with their 20-4 mark. 3 ranked teams, West Delaware, Lansing Key, and Beckman. 10 of the 16 teams in the bracket have winning records here today. So good competitive here today. Independence improved to 16-9 with their 6-2 win over Edco. As Beckman 20-4 with that win over Macocata Valley. Cascade 14-6 with their win over East Buchanan, who fell to 2-14. Starmont 6-11. So he dropped Crestwood to 13-5. Linmar looked impressive with 11-1 win in 5 innings over Williamsburg. Linmar 14-8. They're one of 2 5A teams here in the tournament. And then Cedar Rapids, Washington, who is up 0-18 as mentioned. And here we go. We are ready. There's a bunt left side. Foul the play by Martin. She'll get back in there and do it again.
That was the 6th hit of this ball game already in the 4th inning for the Hawks. So not gonna go back to Flanagan here as she pitched a game 1 shutout against North Fayette Valley, who's trailing right now against Dubuque Wahlert now 6-1. And John, did you know it's National Flip Flop Day?
I did not.
You did not.
That's
a lot of people celebrating National Flip Flop with the nice weather.
Yes.
Not yet.
Maybe later, yes. We can celebrate at nighttime. There's a ball right side to the right side of the press box of the Beckman Complex. 1-2 the count with 1 down here in the top of inning number 4. Runner on first. Batter standing in. Caitlin Mangold awaits on deck. With the pitch just a tad high for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Dean behind home plate, Al Hermson. On the bases here for this contest, and there is a ground ball left side. That's going to get in the hole and into left field on the base hit by Allie Martin to left field. Denver will move up to second. Runners on first and second. 1 down brings up the top of the order, and Caitlin Mangold, who had that RBI double to left field her last time in the 3rd.
Yeah, and they're going to play Mangold a little deeper this time, as her last time up she took a pitch and went with a pitch and hit it out to the left side. Fielder Brooke Schott's head for that double, as you mentioned. So they're going to play her a little deeper this time, as for depth for Mangold at this at bat.
The problem with, as it came undone, Coach Ray hustling out. Rule to help take some dirt out of there, and Al Hermson is taking charge and back in there. As scoreboard check to our left, Dubuque Wahlert, the Valley, what's the score now? 6-1 in the 4th, and I'll check the Edco game.
As they get first base, still working at first base. Al Hermson, of course, getting it set back down, and couple stops, and we're ready to go. As, again, Caitlin Mangold will dig in here for the Hawks. This game with that RBI double to score the Hawks' first run back in the 3rd inning, and then she herself scored the 2nd run.
Mangold hits it left side. Short tap can't get there. Runners are going to hold up. The infield head runners are on every base now for the Hawks. Martin goes to second, Denver to third. Mangold on first with 1 down.
Yeah, nice shot. Perfect placement that time by Caitlin. You know, the third baseman was in. Shortstop was moving to cover the base and got it just by all of them. And it really wasn't hit that hard, but with the speed of Mangold, they really didn't have a chance to get her at first. So we'll see if Heidi can bring someone in here.
Not good news for Edco, as they have given up 6 runs in the 5th inning and trail now 6-5 to Williamsburg. There's a swat left side. That's going to get down, as not able to get to it was the left fielder, as Dimmer and Martin will both.
Just one. They had to hold up until it got down. Just 1 run.
Okay.
They had to wait to make sure the ball got down first.
Just Dimmer, I'm sorry.
Yep.
And Martin stays at third. So Martin at third, Mangold at second, and Yankovic at first. And there's a hit to right field, and getting that one is Hancock for the fly out to right off the bat of Lee, Georgia.
A check swing out far, and I think everybody thought it was going to get down. Allie Martin was almost home when that ball was caught out there by Hancock. So it's tough out for the Hawks as, again, Georgia and a check swing, didn't kind of an excuse me swing there, and that ball went a long ways for just a check swing, but it is going to be out number 2. And the Hawks had to retreat back to their bases.
You see Kleich standing in, takes the ball up and out. 1-0 the count, 2-0 the count now with 2 down. Runners on every base here for the Hawks. They've scored 1 and taken a 3-2 lead. We're in the top of the 4th. Hawks, the visiting team, via the coin flip here. The second game in a row. It worked in game 1, winning 9-7. They're up by a run here. As a strike there, 2-1 the count. And that ball is scattered into left field. That's going to let the Hawks run for a while. 1 run in, 2 runs in, 3 runs are in. And the Hawks have increased their lead to 4 here with that 2 out, 3 RBI, bases clearing double for Macy Kleich. And the old adage there of helping yourself out, and boy, did she do it there that time.
Absolutely, and just took that first pitch. You could see it kind of hang up there for it, and she drilled it out into left center field. And like you said, the Hawks had time to run as all 3 of the Hawks come in there. And a great hit by Macy Kleich as now Megan Holfer will take her spot out at second base as a courtesy runner.
6-2 now, the Hawks with the advantage here in the top of the 4th. Karavaski stands in, hits this one sharply right side foul off the fence. Bounds down in front of the first base Northland dugout. 0-1 to count to Vasky. Reached on an error last time up. She grounded out to the third baseman. Back in the second, and a strike there. She's down the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 0-2. On her way, waits back on it, chops it left side, mishandled by the third baseman, throws it, but not in time. As Vasky will be on first with another error there by the third baseman. So Vasky on.
Anyway on.
Yeah, that's right.
But I tell you what, and we talked about that in that first game, saw the Hawks in that first game, especially, Peyton Lindauer, just put the ball in play. And that's what she did in the first game and reached base a couple times just by putting the ball in play and, making the defense field it. And that time we saw Kyra Vasky get on base with her second time reaching base on an error. And she takes second on the fielder's indifference there.
Lindauer stands in, hit by a pitch and popped out her last time up. Runners on second and third. Up and out there for a ball. 3-0 the count. Here to, Peyton Lindauer. 2 away here at the top of the 4th. There's a strike right down the middle of the plate for strike 1, 3-1 the count. And this ball is hit right side out of play. Down beyond the outside the fence, beyond the first base, Northland 5-1. On down here in the 5th inning, North Fayette Valley. As this one is a pitch long outside for ball 4. Lindauer makes her way down to first. Vasky will move up to second as Martin stands on third. And it brings up Claire Dimmer now, who is the 10th batter in this inning. She started off with a fly out the center. Here's a sharply hit ball to right field. 1 run will score. Hofer comes in and does Vasky. Eight to 2 now. The Hawks with the advantage as Taya Dimmer will stand in. And Dimmer takes the ball 1-0 the count. Lindauer on second. Dimmer, Claire, is on first. There's another ground ball, almost a rerun of the previous hit, trying to get her at first. Taya's going to be first, and in comes Lindauer to score. 7th run of the inning. 9-2.
And the Hawks really doing a great job in this inning, getting the hit parade going as an RBI single there for Demmer. And for Taya Demmer, and Claire Demmer is going to move over to third base on the play. So Hawks are really doing a great job base running this time as well. As I believe Mia Payton is going to go run for, there is a pinch runner. So it's going to be Mia Payton out running at first base as a pinch runner for Taya.
Payton, the 8th grader, called up this week, getting a taste of her first varsity action. Some pinch running duties as standing in again will be Allie Martin here, her second time up in this inning. Got a hit and scored her first time in the earlier part of this inning. The 12th batter now in this top of the 4th. Hawks have scored 7 times. They lead 9-2 over North Linn. 12-17. Fifth place squad out of the Tri-Rivers Conference with a record of 7-5 is North Linn. And their best record win-wise in program history with 30 W's a year ago. Got beat in the second round of the postseason. There is a strike, and we're even, 1-1 to count. Here to Allie Martin. Beckman coverage for you coming up this evening in the 5 o'clock hour. It's likely 5:30, 5:45, somewhere around there. As Beckman takes on number 1, Lansing Key. Lansing Key, a 1A powerhouse. They've won the Class 1A state title 2 the last 3 years. Ranked number 1 again this year. 2-2 the count. Here to Allie Martin. As the runner went to second. Peyton, fielder's indifference. This one's a chopper left side. Third baseman up and over. And that will end the inning. For 12 batters face North Linn pitching. And the Hawks score 7 runs. 9-2. Bottom of the 4th we go. Hawks softball, KMCH Sports.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes. Why make 10 calls when you can make 1 call to Mormon Insurance, a member of People's Insurance in Manchester, and get the best quote from 10 different companies on your auto, home, and farm insurance? You can depend on Mormon Insurance for fast, friendly service and quality coverage. Call Kathy or Rachel today at 927-2263. Mormon Insurance, a member of People's Insurance in Manchester.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
Back into the Beckman Sports Complex. Hawks leading 9-2. Look at some scores as this first pitch is going to be grounded to short. Claire Demmer up and over to get Grace Flanagan for out number 1. Dubuque Waller still leading 6-1. And over here on the back diamond, it is Edco trailing 6-5. Switch in the 6th inning. As we're back in here with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th, 9-2. In this last of inning number 4, the Hawks scored 7 runs. Top half of this inning,
7 runs and 7 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. Swinging strike there, 0-1 the count. And this one is a chopper right back to the edge of the circle. Getting out of there is Kleitch and throwing on to first for the 1-3 put out for out number 2. Still got National Flip-Flop Day on my mind of how nice it'll be later without wearing any socks and wearing flip-flops. And you said it was okay, so.
It is acceptable today, even though I'm sure those feet are pretty white.
Yeah.
If I don't see a lot of sun.
Legs and the feet. Still.
You know, you say it's going to be tonight. I may go make that happen between games here. I'm still in work clothes.
That's right. Working hard on a Friday. Maybe.
I'm sure we'll get text messages about that, too.
Some of it, yeah. From the one who's really working hard. There's a ball scattered into center field. Mangold makes the catch off the bat of Natalie Gallery, and the F8 for out number 3. As we go to the 5th now. 9-2 Hawks. West Delaware softball from KMCH Sports.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Delhi Insurance Agency. From business to home and everything in between, see Larry Christie or Sue today. Honekamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home, proud to sponsor all area athletes. Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville, put their team to work for you. Edgewood Feed Mill, your animal and nutrition experts in Edgewood. And Pete's Ball Engine Repair, your small engine experts in Monticello.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware Turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Wapsie Valley Creamery, Independence, Partners in Excellence. Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Delaware and Dubuque counties. Crop Production Services in Winthrop, your chemical, fertilizer, feed, seed, and agronomy experts. American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon Agency. Go get your dream, they'll protect it. And the City of Manchester, proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaches and wishing them the best in tournament action.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank, with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Benton. Your vision is our primary focus.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Delhi Insurance Agency. From business to home and everything in between, see Larry Christie or Sue today. Honekamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home, proud to sponsor all area athletes. Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville, put their team to work for you. Edgewood Feed Mill, your animal and nutrition experts in Edgewood. And Pete's Ball Engine Repair, your small engine experts in Monticello.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big-town quality with small-town service.
Jay's Auto Supercenter has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Wapsie Valley Creamery, Independence, Partners in Excellence. Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Delaware and Dubuque counties. Crop Production Services in Winthrop, your chemical, fertilizer, feed, seed, and agronomy experts. American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon Agency. Go get your dream, they'll protect it. And the City of Manchester, proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaches and wishing them the best in tournament action.
Back into the fifth inning. We had a delay there. Trying to fix first base was the grounds crew here, taking care of that. And they replaced that bag, the white base of the orange safety base down at first, and we are set to go here. Hawks leading this game 9-2. Top of inning number 5 underway now. The ball gets off the bat of Mangold into the fence left side.
That was an oopsie.
Yes, it was. Trying to get out of the way, and in her bat, went left side foul. 0-1, the count to Mangold. 2 hits her last 2 times up and scored twice. RBI in the third. Another foul ball there. Strike called there. Thank you. 0-2 the count. Here's to Caitlin Mangold. Chops this one right side foul. 0-2. Still 6-1 in the 6th inning. Waller with the advantage over North Fayette Valley.
Was Edco the home team switch, or were they the visitors? They're the visitors.
They were the visitors.
Bottom of the 6th inning. They trail 10-5 now.
Wow. Edco with a 5-0 start in that ball game till the
swinging or
5th inning. I did not see it.
Mangold's down on strikes there for the first out.
Heidi Yankovic stands in. We'll go with that. As, Edco up 5-0 till the third came back. A strike there to Yankovic. Jamie said winning now 10-5 in the 6th. They hit her last time up. Now she hits this one left side, opposite field into left field for the one-out base hit by Heidi Yankovic. And it brings up Malia Georgia now.
Is that where she went last time?
I believe so.
She went left field last time, so doing a great job of going with those pitches. And, as a slap hitter, that's tough. You're moving forward, and to put it out into left field like she's been doing in that left side, really causing some problems for North Linn here.
You don't see many slap hitters anymore. Hawks got 2 of them on the top of their lineup. This one's fouled up and out of play right side by Malia Georgian. 0-1 to count with 1 down. Georgian settling back in, asking for time. Now she's ready. The 0-1 is up and out for ball 1. 1-1. The count here to Georgian, the senior catcher for the 11th ranked Class 3 Hawks. This ball is here right side. Coming on shallow right is the right fielder Hancock. She puts it away. For out number 2. And it brings up Macy Kleitch now. Macy got a hit, double her last time up in that 7-run 4th inning. Top of the 5th inning, 2 down. Hawks lead this game 9-2. There's a stride ball. Misses his own downstairs. So 1-0 to Kleitch. Up and out for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Here to Macy Kleitch. The 2-0 on the way from Flanagan. It's popped up in the air. Medium depth center field. Center fielder has it. And the F8 for out number 3. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Still 9-2 Hawks. West Delaware softball from KMCH Sports.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Delhi Insurance Agency. From business to home and everything in between, see Larry, Christie, or Sue today. Ponycat Murdoch Funeral Home and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home, proud to sponsor all area athletes. Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville, put their team to work for you. Edgewood Feed Mill, your animal and nutrition experts in Edgewood. And Pete's Small Engine Repair, your small engine experts in Monticello.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Wapsie Valley Creamery, Independence, Partners in Excellence. Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Delaware and Dubuque counties. Crop Production Services in Winthrop, your chemical, fertilizer, feed, seed, and agronomy experts. American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon Agency. Go get your dream, they'll protect it. And the City of Manchester, proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaches and wishing them the best in tournament action.
Back into the Beckman Sports Complex. A couple games in the books here for the 2:15 games. Dubuque Wahlert defeated North Fayette Valley 6-1, and Williamsburg a 10-5 winner over Edco. So North Fayette Valley and Edco will face each other at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, as Edco and North Fayette Valley Wahlert will take on Williamsburg. Swish.
Thank you, Jamie. John Swisher, Jamie Vansky back with you from overlooking Cedar Masonry Field. I atop the press box at the Beckman Complex here in Manchester. 0-1 the count to leadoff girl Sienna Hancock. 7, 8, 9 slated here for the Lynx. In this last of the fifth inning, Hancock shot and Stefanik. There's strike 2, 0-2 the count.
Has Emily Klosterman in the circle now for the Hawks. Macy Kleitch has moved over to first base, as again Taya Demmer was at first base, as I believe that since they did not have the designated player in order, I believe Klosterman will just enter straight up for Taya Demmer.
As there is a swung on and missed high pitch for strike 3. Out number 1 here in the fifth. That brings up Brooks' shot now. And a strike taken by Schott, who got a hit to right field, 2 RBI single. Scoring Flanagan, Grace Flanagan, and Eddie Woods in a 2-run second inning. That's all Northland has. 2 runs in the second. Hawks scored 2 in the third, and then 7 in the fourth.
Speaking of 2 RBIs, a bases loaded 2 RBI double over here for the Hawks sophomore baseball team over Central DeWitt, as the Hawks now take a 5-4 lead there in the fifth inning.
There's a little swat back to the edge of the circle, hit the glove, bounded down to the ground. Klosterman got it back and threw it over. 1-3 for out number 2. West Delaware baseball team, varsity team in action tonight, playing the same team, Center Point Urbana. They will finish game 1, bottom of the 7th, down 8-7 with 1 out. Hawks and Storm Players will finish that tonight, and then they will play game number 2, starting the suspended contest from last night's Storms that moved into the Manchester area at 7 o'clock tonight, and then game 2. It's 9-2 here, swinging a foul ball back to the fence by Maddie Stepanek. Coming up, the 4 o'clock scheduled games, but we're well ahead of schedule now, as only 3:09 right now. Those games will get started in the next half hour with Cedar Rapids, Washington, Maquoketa Valley, Crestwood, and East Buchanan as well. We have later tonight will be Lansing Key and Beckman, and Starmont and Cascade, also Independence and Linmar. This ball is hit into shallow center field. None of them get down. A 2-out single off the bat of Stepanek to bring up the top of the order in Caitlin Sommerfeld. So 1 on, 2 down. Sommerfeld 0 for 2 in this game. Coach Batista out talking to the home plate umpire, Dean Burr. And a runner at first base, it appears. Mr. Burr reporting the substitution to the West Delaware bench. And we are ready to go.
You catch it.
I cannot get an angle on that number at first. Now time is called. And now we're ready to go. As Sommerfeld steps back in. 2 out. Runner on.
That's the tough part about softball, is they have longer hair.
Yeah, starts at the 1, doesn't it?
Yep.
It looks like it. Or 11, maybe. As 0-2 the count. There's a popper left side into the netting. 0-2 the count. Two down. Here in the 5th inning. Grounder, right side, foul. Picked up in foul ground by the first baseman, Macy Fleich, who started this game, got the Game 1 victory earlier today. Is set to get this victory as well. The Hawks can hang on. This one off the end of that left side. Sommerfeld fouls it off. The count remains 0-2. We'll be back at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning with all-day coverage. Softball. Dave Klein will be joining me in the morning. Jamie will be back in the afternoon. After working hard in the morning, I'm sure. There's a ball that goes to the fence for ball 1. 1-2 count.
Runner went to second on that wild pitch there. Swing and a miss.
4, strike 3. And Sommerfeld goes down. We go to the 6th. 9-2 Hawks. This is the West Delaware Softball Invitational, KMC Sports.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family. It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs. The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Delhi Insurance Agency. From business to home and everything in between, see Larry, Christie, or Sue today. Ponycat Murdoch Funeral Home and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home, proud to sponsor all area athletes. Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville, put their team to work for you. Edgewood Feed Mill, your animal and nutrition experts in Edgewood. And Pete's Ball Engine Repair, your small engine experts in Monticello.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
John and Jamie back with you from the Beckman Complex. We're in the 6th inning, where the Hawks are leading this game 9-2. The only 2:15 actually started 2 o'clock matchup that is still going on.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
Sorry.
The other two are
sorry, buddy.
Other two.
I tell you what, Swish, I know you mentioned it several times throughout the tournament, and you'll do it today and tomorrow, but this grounds crew, they don't get to watch their daughters when the other games get done. So great effort, great job by those guys as they're cleaning up 2 diamonds while they're daughters are still playing ball. So shout out to those guys. And, it's always been that way. And the past, the current, and the future ones, of course, are always great work at this tournament.
Nice hit by Kyra Vasky down the right field line. She's going to get at least a double. She's rounding second, going into third. She'll stand up easily for a triple for Kyra Vasky, leading off the sixth inning here with the triple to right field. As Vasky starts off the inning with Peyton Lindauer standing in now. She reached on 2 errors previously. Scored a run in that fourth inning. Takes the ball up and out there for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Lindauer walked her last time and scored in that 7-run fourth as well. This one's a hot shot right back up the middle, right where it came from, and the RBI base hit by Lindauer into center field. Scores Vasky from third easily. And the Hawks have added a run. It's 10-2.
Again, those 4 o'clock games switch that you mentioned. Going to have Linmar and Independence on Diamond 3, the Seedorf Diamond over here.
This ball is scattered in the air. Second baseman looked like she didn't know where it was, but all of a sudden she looked up and able to haul that one in. The pop out to the second baseman, Woods, for out number 1.
Other 2 games are going to feature Maquoketa Valley and Cedar Rapids, Washington, and East Buchanan and Crestwood will be on the Coolman Quarries field at 4 o'clock.
As back in and ready here.
This is Taya Demmer, so I would assume the Hawks will re-enter Klosterman.
Yep.
And then Taya's day will be done.
In the 8th spot here, Demmer takes the ball. 1-1. The count. Crowd on hand this sunny Friday afternoon. Swing and a miss. Pitch outside. Chased it. Came up empty to Demmer. 1-2 the count. Nine of the 16 area coverage teams here for the tournament this weekend. Swinging and missing there is Taya Demmer for out number 2. And that brings up the number 9 batter, Allie Martin now. Several of those teams got round 1 victories, including West Delaware, North Linn, Independence, Beckman, Starmont, and Cascade. Ball is fouled up and out of play right side for strike 1. 0-1 the count to Allie Martin, the number 5 batter in this 6th inning. A hit, a pop out, and a strikeout so far in this game. In this 6th inning, I should say. Top of the 6th, Hawks lead 10-2. Ball upstairs there, we're even now. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a ball low and inside. For ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. With 2 away. This one swung on to miss. Or strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Allie Martin grounded out the third her last time up. In the 4th, she batted twice in that 7-run 4th inning. Got a hit and scored. First time up in that frame. Follows this one back to the fence. Got a hit to left and scored back in the 3rd as well. And the count's even at 2-2 here. Martin back in with a runner on first in the form of Lindauer. There's a hot shot right up the middle. A base hit for the Hawks. 3 this inning. 16 on the game for West Delaware's offense. As runners on, first and second out, 2 down. Top of the order, Caitlin Mangold stands in. Struck out swinging here last time in the 5th. This one is swatted up and out of play left side. a win here, and the Hawks would play at 2:15 tomorrow afternoon against the Linmar Independence winner, and that winner would go to the championship game. Strike taken there, 0-2 the count. West Delaware and Linmar would be the two favorites to play in that game tomorrow. And there is a swinging strikeout for out number 3. Hawks add an insurance run and lead 10-2, bottom of the 6th we go. This is the Hawk Invitational from KMCH Sports.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at 4browns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and Nubiana. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Wapsie Valley Creamery, Independence, Partners in Excellence. Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Delaware and Dubuque counties. Crop Production Services in Winthrop, your chemical, fertilizer, feed, seed, and agronomy experts. American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon Agency. Go get your dream, they'll protect it. And the City of Manchester, proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaches and wishing them the best in tournament action.
One and two the count to the leadoff batter, Hannah Bridgewater. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, the Hawks lead this game. A swinging strikeout, by Bridgewater there. As Bridgewater goes down swinging for the second time in this game. And it brings up Abby Flanagan now. 10-2 Hawks with the lead. As last of the 6th inning, 1 away. Hawks won 9-7 over Dubuque Waller earlier in Game 1 of their tournament here today. As they're trying to get to the semifinal game tomorrow against either Linmar or Independence. At 2:15, and the championship game tomorrow night at 5:45. This ball is up and out of play, almost able to nab that one.
I was about ready to jump.
Yeah, don't do that. I would have held you back. I want to fall in between that net there. That would be a scary situation. This one is popped up in the infield. Yankovic not able.
I don't think she gets her anyway.
To get there, yeah, it'd be a tough one. Just to the right of the second base bag. Would have been tough. Infield hit for Abby Flanagan. Grace Flanagan now standing in. Grounded out to shorter last time of the 4th. Infield hit her last time of the 2nd. Coach Batista will advise the umpire of a runner, it looks like. Sure what's taking so long. I believe it's number 8.
Number 6.
Oh, it's 6 this time. Number 6 is Claire Wade, a courtesy runner. Running for the DP, Abby Flanagan, the pitcher now, Abby Flanagan.
Hawks sophomore baseball team victorious over there, 7-4. Is that game 2, Swish?
Yes, it was. Started at noon. Central winning the first one, 3-0, I believe. Ball outside. 1-0 the count, one down, runner on first. Pitch is a strike on the outer half, snap throw down by Georgian, getting back in safely as the runner Wade at first.
East Buchanan and Crestwood underway over here on the Coleman Quarries field. And I believe back behind us, we're just underway in this game as well, as that game behind us is Independence and Linmar.
This ball is fouled. Back to the fence. 1-2 the count. On 2. On the way. Right back up the middle off the glove of Klosterman, and could not get the assist, though, as Yankovic no time to throw it to first. The infield hit on the ball hit hard right in the circle. Runners on first and second with one down. North Linn showing some life offensively here as they trail 10-2 in the bottom of the sixth inning. Edco fell in their second game after they lost a close one to Independence 6-2 in their first ball game. They were beat by the Raiders of Williamsburg 10-5. Georgian throwing down, the runner goes safe at third. Got that foot in. Did Claire Wade at third. Runners on second and third now, but a double steal there. It's Maddie Wood standing back in. Running attempt at that one, a swing for a strike. 0-1 the count to Wade.
It's got to be 2.
And there is a slap hit right side. First baseman gets it, steps on the bag for out number 2 as Kleich. The 3U. First base ground out unassisted for out number 2 as Flanagan moves up to second. Wade comes in to score. Moving over to third, I should say, is Flanagan.
I believe that's...
I was going to say, is that Roush? Number 8?
That is number... Yes. Yes, it is.
The courtesy runner, Olivia Roush, for Grace Flanagan, the catcher. 0-2 the count here to Natalie Gallery. Flat out to center last time, swinging and missing there for strike 3. And we go to the 7th inning. West Delaware 10, North Linn 3. Back after this from KMCH Sports.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
The victory is yours at Victory Ford.
Hey, this is James Halverson, Service Manager at Victory Ford in Dyersville. Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape. And our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Delhi Insurance Agency. From business to home and everything in between, see Larry Christie or Sue today. Ponycat Murdoch Funeral Home and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home, proud to sponsor all area athletes. Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville, put their team to work for you. Edgewood Feed Mill, your animal and nutrition experts in Edgewood. And Pete's Ball Engine Repair, your small engine experts in Monticello.
This is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Back in to the Beckman Sports Complex. Jamie Vasky, John Swisher back with you as we are in the top of inning number 7. Hawks leading 10-3 over North Linn. 2-3-4 due up for the Hawks as Heidi Yankovic sees this first pitch go by for a called strike 1. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 is going to be taken in. They're called strike 2. So quickly 0-2 the count on Heidi Yankovic as she stands in here. She's 2 for 3 in this ball game. As she digs back in the left-handed batter's box and awaits the 0-2. That's high and inside for ball 1. 1-2 the count. In the Hawks leading 10-3. North Linn with 2 runs in the second, 1 in the sixth. The Hawks, as Yankovic stands in, chops this one right back and off the glove of the pitcher, Abby Flanagan, and Yankovic is on with a leadoff single. The Hawks scored 2 in inning number 3. They put up a 7th spot in the 4th inning and added 1 in the 7th to lead this thing 10-3. So Yankovic at first with a leadoff single. That's going to bring up Malia Georgian. Hawks senior catcher stands in here. The first pitch she sees, she hits out into left field on the ground, gets through the infield. So back-to-back singles to lead off this 7th inning for the Hawks. Already leading 10-3. And that's going to bring up Macy Kleitch as Eve Wedewer will head on over to first base to courtesy run for Georgian. As Kleitch standing in here in this game, she had a 3 RBI double back in the 4th inning. Other than that, that's her only hit. She's 1 for 4 in this game, and the first pitch to her is 1 the count. As she quickly digs back in and awaits the pitch from Abby Flanagan. Flanagan's 0-1 is swung on, fouled out of play. Look out, Dan, as there's another ball coming right at him. As that one gets out of play as well, the count is 0-2. This one's hit out into left field. Left fielder going back, and she's going to make the catch as that's Brooke's shot. A nice running, backpedaling catch there. Another nice hit by Macy Kleitch, but she's retired for the first out of the inning, and Kyra Vasky stands in here. So Hawks leading 10-3. Runners on first and second after leadoff back-to-back singles. And Vasky stands in here for the 5th time in this game, and she's 1 for 4. She had a leadoff triple back in the 7th inning. Stands in here and awaits the first pitch from Abby Flanagan with runners out at first and second, 1 away. Vasky's first pitch she sees is swung on and fouled out of play left side. And the count is 0-1. Between innings here, John Swisher will catch up with Starmont head coach Roger Reed, and then he'll talk with head coach Tiffany Rave at the conclusion of this game. As Vasky shows bunt, she gets it down, and it's going to go foul. They're going to call Vasky out as they're going to say it hit her. I believe they're going to say it hit her. Yes, they do, as she got hit outside of the batter's box. So that play there, the runners will go back to first and second. I believe the catcher gets the unassisted on that one. So that's the second out of the inning. After Vasky was hit with a bunt, the ball that was bunted, she was hit in fair territory. So that's out number 2, and Peyton Lindauer stands in here. As Peyton, in this game, she's 1 for 2. She was hit by a pitch and walked. She also popped up to the catcher and had an RBI single her last at bat. As the first pitch to her is a called strike, the 0-1 is taken outside, ball 1. 1-1 the count on Lindauer with 2 away here in the top of the 7th inning. In the bottom half of the 7th, North Linn will have their 7, 8, 9 batters due up, and that's going to be out as a quick throw, a snap throw to first. They're going to pick Eve Wedewer off of first base. So a 2-3 put out there, and the Hawks are retired as we will go to the bottom of the 7th inning. John Swisher standing by with Starmont head coach Roger Reed. Swish? Oh, you were on, buddy boy. There you go. Thank you.
Jamie, here with Roger Reed, the Starmont head coach. Got a good win earlier today, 7-2 over Crestwood, a 13-4 win team at the time. Your team now 6-11, and good to see your kids come out and hit the ball aggressively against Crestwood, a team that's always very good here at this tournament.
Well, we knew coming in that Cresco was going to hit the ball hard and hit the ball far. We moved our outfielders out a little bit, and that helped us out. We got great pitching from Haley Gedkin. She gave up 8 hits, but the hits were spread out, and they never could put them together. And we happened to played our short game a little bit, put a little pressure on Cresco, and they booted the ball around a couple times. But, you'll take it when you can get them. Anyway, you can get them at this tournament because it's always so tough.
Getting that consistent for your team this year has been the troubles at time with your 7 record now, but maybe you can use that as confidence, momentum. You're going to play another good team here with the Cascade Cougars coming up in the 5:45 game, which looks like will be earlier than that now because of the fields all running early in the schedule. But, the Cougars are a very talented team as well.
We do. We played them in the Tri-Rivers, and, they've been to state tournament, and they're well coached, and they've got great athletes, and we're going to have to rise to the occasion and play another good game to stay on the field with them. And that's what I challenged the girls with after we played Cresco is, we got another challenge. Let's rise to the occasion and see what we can do with Cascade. And if we play well, I think we'll be in good shape. If we do everything right, we got to do everything right. So I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to the challenge. I think the girls are too.
Yes, indeed. All right, Jamie, we'll send it back up to you. Roger Reed, the Starmont Stars head coach, we wish him the best of luck the rest of the way as they take on Cascade and the games tomorrow. And we'll hopefully see Starmont in action tomorrow for live coverage.
Thank you very much, John Swisher, down with head coach Roger Reed, as that's going to be the first batter due up here for North Linn is Sienna Hancock, and she strikes out looking for the first out of this bottom of the 7th inning. Hawks leading 10-3. We're here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Emily Klosterman still in the circle for the Hawks, and they'll bring up Brooke Schott for North Linn. As, again, Hancock was the first out. She struck out looking her first time, or that last time, for out number 1. As Brooke Schott stands in here, she's 1 for 2 in this game, and the first pitch to her is taken for a ball, 1-0 the count. The 1-0 swung on a miss, went up to get that one out of the strike zone. It's 1-1. As Klosterman awaits Schott to get back in there, and the 1-1 swung on a miss, strike 2. So 1-2 the count here on Brooke Schott. As one away here, bottom of the 7th inning, Hawks leading 10-3. As Schott showed bunt, pulled it back, and took a ball. The count is even now, 2-2. As Schott again shows bunt, pulls back, and takes high for ball 3. I believe she's trying to slash. She's going to pull it back and try to swing away at it, but she has worked the count full. It is 3-2, and again showing bunt here is Brooke Schott. She takes the bat back and takes ball 4. So one out walk here to Brooke Schott is going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Maddie Stepanek. As Stepanek stands in here with 1 away. She's 1 for 2 in this game. She grounded up to second her first time up and reached on a single back in the 5th inning. And the first pitch from Klosterman to Stepanek is taken for a called strike, a snap throw down by Georgian. And Schott is back in there safely. And the count is 0-1. Against Starmont, as Swish mentioned, getting ready to play Cascade here this afternoon at 5:45. They're going to be on the Coolman Quarries field as the 0-1 is taken for a strike. 0-2 the count now on Maddie Stepanek. The 0-2 from Klosterman outside, ball 1, 1-2 the count. In 1 away here. In this, the bottom of the 7th inning. Our other 2 games, I believe Linmar is the home team over there. They lead it 2-0 over Independence. And it swung on a miss, strike 3 here as Stepanek down on strikes for the second out of the inning. East Buchanan and Crestwood still tied 0-0 as we're in the second inning over there on the Coolman Quarries diamond. Now we're going to have a talk here. It's Coach Bautista out to talk to home plate umpire, and I believe we're going to have a pinch hitter as Caitlin Sommerfeld will take a seat. And coming in to pinch hit for North Linn is we'll try to get her number here. That is going to be number 9. That is Jenna Gallery. Will pinch hit here for Caitlin Sommerfeld. So Gallery, the batter, with 2 away here. Hawks leading 10-3. Bottom of the 7th inning. North Linn down to their final out here of this game, as Sommerfeld was 0 for 3 in this game so far. So Gallery will take over here in the 7th as a pinch hitter. First pitch to her, swung on a miss, strike one, 0-1, the count. And the Hawks win here. They will take on the winner of LINN and Independence tomorrow afternoon at 2:15 on this same diamond. As Gallery swings and fouls this one back to the screen, it's 0-2. So now North Linn down to their final out of this game here. A loss here by North Linn. And the Lynx will drop down, and can still play for 5th place in this tournament. The 0-2 is outside for a ball. 1-2 the count as Georgian throws down to first. Snap, throw down, and back in safely is the runner, Brooks Schott. The 1-2 from Klosterman. Swung on, popped in the air right out in the center of the diamond. Klosterman calling for it, and she makes the catch for out number 3, and that is the ball game. The Hawks are victorious here, 10-3 the final. We'll add up our totals here and bring you back. Swish will catch up with West Delaware head coach Tiffany Rave. Right after this, you're listening to West Delaware Softball from KMCH Sports.
High-Tech Communications has everything you need to stay connected. Audio, video, TVs, DVD and Blu-ray players, dish network systems, surround sound systems, phone systems, but the list doesn't stop there. High-Tech Communications has a staff of professionals to help you get connected, from the installation of your entertainment system to cable and data wiring in your home or business. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Wapsie Valley Creamery, Independence, Partners in Excellence. Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Delaware and Dubuque counties. Crop Production Services in Winthrop, your chemical, fertilizer, feed, seed, and agronomy experts. American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon Agency. Go get your dream, they'll protect it. And the City of Manchester, proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaches and wishing them the best in tournament action.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TaukeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Delhi Insurance Agency. From business to home and everything in between, see Larry, Christie, or Sue today. Bonacat Murdoch Funeral Home and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home, proud to sponsor all area athletes. Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville, put their team to work for you. Edgewood Feed Mill, your animal and nutrition experts in Edgewood. And Pete's Small Engine Repair, your small engine experts in Monticello.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
For more than 80 years, GMB has lived its mission to help customers achieve their financial dreams. Supporting the communities where you live, work, and play is important to us because that's where we live too. It's where we provide great service, sound advice, and solutions to meet your financial needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
The West Delaware Softball Invitational, brought to you by Wapsie Valley Creamery, Independence, Partners in Excellence. Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Delaware and Dubuque counties. Crop Production Services in Winthrop, your chemical, fertilizer, feed, seed, and agronomy experts. American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon Agency. Go get your dream, they'll protect it. And the City of Manchester, proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaches and wishing them the best in tournament action.
And back into the Beckman Sports Complex. West Delaware finishes their day 2-0 here as they defeat North Linn 10-3, the final in Game 2. They were victorious in their first game over Dubuque Wahlert 9-7 as the Hawks move to 2-0, and they will take on the winner of Independence and LINN. As LINN currently leading that game 2-0 as they are in the third inning over there. With a 2-0 lead, East Buchanan and Crestwood still tied at 0. But the Hawks victorious, and they win 10-3 as we'll stand by and wait for John Swisher to give us the heads up that he is ready, because he's going to be standing by with West Delaware head coach Tiffany Rave. So make sure he gets in range of our wireless mic here, but we'll wait to hear from him. But we'll do some game totals here. And as for the North Linn Lynx, they scored 3 runs on 6 hits. No West Delaware errors, and they left 4 runners on base, as the combination of Macy Kleitch and Emily Klosterman worked to strike out 8 Lynx batters. 1 walk for North Linn and no hit batters. As for the victorious West Delaware Hawks, they scored 10 runs on 18 hits, 3 North Linn errors. The Hawks left 10 runners on base, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 hit batter. So the Hawks victorious 10-3. Again, we'll await the winner of Independence and Linmar, which that game will be played at 2:15 tomorrow over here on Seedorf Masonry Field. As again, going on right now, games, that is the 4 o'clock games. Again, running a little bit early here today, as we're still 10 minutes before 4 o'clock. They are underway, and that is East Buchanan taking on Crestwood and Independence taking on Linmar behind us on the GMB Bank Field. Our next matchup that we will have will feature Beckman and Lansing Keyhigh. That is scheduled for 5:45. It'll be a little earlier than that, as our 4 o'clock game that's about to start out here in front of us is going to be Maquoketa Valley and Cedar Rapids, Washington, as no Coach Rave, as John Swisher will return to the press box. So that'll wrap it up for us here for this 2:15 games, as again, we'll have Beckman taking on Lansing Keys starting at scheduled time 5:45, but it'll be a little bit before that. As before we sign off, I want to thank our West Delaware Softball Invitational sponsors, and they include American Family Insurance, the Tad Mormon Agency in Manchester, Bi-County Disposal in Dyersville, Bowen Camp Murdoch Funeral Home in Manchester, and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home in Earlville. The City of Manchester, Crop Production Services in Winthrop, Delhi Insurance Agency in Delhi, Edgewood Feed Mill, Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville, Pete Small Engine Repair in Monticello, and the Wapsie Valley Creamery. I want to thank Rob Edwards for running the board for us for this afternoon's game. And most of all, thank you, the listeners. For John Swisher, this has been Jamie Vasky saying so long from the Beckman Sports Complex. Once again, the final, the West Delaware Hawks defeat North Linn 10-3, as you've been listening to West Delaware Softball Hawk Softball Invitational coverage on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Community Savings Bank is celebrating Coggin with some food, music, and fun at their Coggin location Friday night, June 16th. Stop by from 5 until 7 for some free refreshments while listening to local entertainer Donnie Heffernan. It all happens in downtown Coggin on Main Street. Celebrate Coggin with Community Savings